Yes, so this is algebraic identity. This chapter we are going to start, but before that we have to understand the difference between expression, equation and identity. Students, you have learned expression in standard 6, then equation in standard 7, and now you have to learn identity in standard 8. But before starting identity, it is very important to know the difference between equation, expression and identity. So let us clear this concept and revise what is expression. We talk in some language, either English or Hindi. We have some phrasal verb we use, like here we have to when add a number with a variable like 6 plus x, then we say sum of x and 6. Like we say 8 more than y, then we have an expression. When it is more, we use plus, so we write y plus 8. Similarly, a number plus 5, so we write a number by n and we add it with plus 5. Number increased by 7, and then again we have to use the plus mathematical operator. A number decreased by 9. For decrease, we use minus, sign of minus, and we say it n minus 9. 10 times, when we say 10 times, we use multiplication sign and we write 10 times a number is 10n. So we have to understand how we speak in our general language and then we express it in mathematics. 7 divided by a number, we have a division sign, or we write numerator upon denominator. Now again, after understanding expression and equation, there is a basic difference between an expression and an equation. When we have some expression and we equate it with some another expression, means when one expression is equal to another expression, it is an equation. So equation has a equal sign. So it separates two expressions with equal to sign. And in expression we use mathematical operators. It does not have equal to sign. So this is the basic difference between expression and equation. Now here you can see I have written an equation 4x minus 7 equals to 5. Now what verbal phrase we can use to understand this? 4x minus 7, that is 7 is decreased from 4 times x and then it is equal to 5. Then it is equation. When say what is this expression equal to, then we have an equation. When we equate it with some another expression or terms. So in this equation we have some terms. So there are three terms we can see. The term 1 is 4x, term 2 is minus 7 and term 3 is 5. So an equation is having terms. And then what is expression? It is the basic definition of expression that it is a mathematical phrase and combining numbers and variables using mathematical operators. And when we put equal to sign, then it becomes an equation. So what is an equation? A mathematical statement containing equal to sign to show that two expressions are equal. Here we say 2 plus 2 equals to 4. So when we say 2 increased by 2 is equal to 4, then we have equation. Similarly, 10 more than the 5 times of x is equal to 35. Then we have an equation. So what is equation? An equation is a mathematical statement containing an equals sign. So numbers may be represented by unknown variables. Unknown variables can be x, y, z, a, b, c, anything you can assume. Now we have to solve the equation. To solve the equation, we have some variables in it and we have to find its value. Now what are the basic parts of equation? First of all, when a variable is multiplied by itself, then we have its power. That is called exponent. Suppose x is multiplied by itself 2 times, that is x into x, that is equal to x square. So x or x to the power 2. So when a number is multiplied by itself, we have exponent. The second thing is variable, the varying quantity represented by a letter. Say x. So above example, you can see 5x square plus 2x minus 8 equals to 16. This is an equation where x is variable and there are 4 terms, but we can further reduce it into 3 terms by shifting 16 left side and solving the third term. So it has basically 3 terms. Now the first term is containing x square, the second is x, and third is x to the power 0. Now what is the coefficient? A number which is multiplied by a variable. So in the first term 5 is the coefficient of x square. In second term 2 is the coefficient of x. This is constant coefficient. You can say this is constant coefficient because 5, 2 and 8, these are constant terms, and 8 is the coefficient of x to the power 0, or simply it is a constant term. And now what are operators? Operators are very simple. You are doing addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and are basic mathematical operators. So now you are clear about the coefficient, constant, exponent, operators and terms, and the difference between equation and expression. And then after that you have algebraic identities that you have to continue in standard 8. After properly understanding equation and expression, you have to do algebraic identity. Now what is the difference between equation and identity? When you solve an equation, you get a particular value of a variable. Like you have 4x plus 2y equals to 1. You can solve and get a single value for x. But what is identity? Identity generally combines two expressions where the second expression is solved after taking some steps. So whatever value you assume, you can satisfy both left hand side and right hand side with the assumed values. So what is the identity? It says the algebraic expression, it is a particular type of equation. So the algebraic equation, it is also an equation, but it does not have a particular value. It is the equation which are valid for all the values of the variable in them. Like we have a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. So here you can do, when you are doing a plus b whole square, you can assume any value for a and b, and you can put it in left hand side and right hand side. You will get it satisfied by the assumed values. So the algebraic equation which are valid for all the values of variables in them are called algebraic identity. Now in the next slide we will have to show how it is valid for all the values of variables and how it is called algebraic identities. So algebraic identities are used in the computation of algebraic expressions and solving different polynomials. It is also used for factorization, which you will read in the further classes or the coming chapters. So the main thing you have to understand, if you are assuming any value of a and b, you can solve it left hand side and right hand side and you will get it equal. That is called algebraic identity. So both left hand side and right hand side, you will not be finding a particular value of a and b, rather you will see it is satisfied by all the values you have assumed. So it is called algebraic identities. So see an example, a plus b whole square. Now this is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Now how we know that this is identity? Let us see this identity 1. We will assume any value for a and b. So let a and b be equal to 1 or 2. So a is 1 and b is 2, that we are going to put it in left hand side. The left hand side is a plus b whole square. So we substitute the value of a is 1 plus b is 2 and the whole square. We know 2 plus 1 3, whole square is 9. So now we have LHS 9. We are going to see what is RHS. RHS is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Now again we substitute value of a and b. A is 1 square plus 2, a is 1 into b is 2 plus b square is 2 square. Now 1 square is 1 and 2 2s are 4 and 2 square is 4. So 4 plus 4 8 and 1 is 9. So here we see LHS is equal to RHS. So we are satisfied with the value a and b, where a is 1 and b is 2. So identity is correct for the assumed value. Similarly, we can assume any value for a and b, like we can assume 1 3 or 3 minus 1 or minus 1 by 2 or 2 or anything. And we can put and see that for every value a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. So we have identity 1 is correct for all the values for a and b. So this is an identity. Now let us see identity 2. Now what is identity 2? We have the sum of two numbers whole square, that was the identity 1. Now this is the difference of two numbers and the square of the difference of two number. A minus b whole square is a square minus 2ab plus b square. So let us see for any value. Let a be 1 and b be minus 1. So what is LHS here? It is a minus b whole square. So let us see for this what is the value. A is 1 and b is minus 1. So we have to write the difference of a and b and its whole square. Now we have 1 and minus 1 is plus 1 whole square. So 1 plus 1 is 2 square and the square of 2 is 2 into 2, that is 4. And RHS is a square minus 2ab plus b square. So we write the RHS side 2ab plus b square. And let us substitute the values. 1 square is a square minus 2 into a is 1 and into b is minus 1 plus b square is minus 1 whole square. Now we solve. 1 square is 1, minus and minus is plus, 2 ones are 2 plus minus 1 whole square is 1. So 2 plus 1 is 4. So here we have LHS and RHS both are equal to 4. So we have the identity a minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square for all the assumed values. We can prove this identity too. So now you know what is identities. There would be many other identities you will have to study after this two identity. I hope you have understood what are algebraic identities.